discuss the chapter first of the ninth standard, sets. The next point is Venn diagram. Students, the British logician John Venn discuss any concepts or any ideas if explained by using the diagram, then it can be better understand. So that the mathematical expression which is expressed in this diagram is called as the Venn diagram. Now here is John Venn is the British logician who discussed this idea. Means that ideas or concepts are better understood with the help of diagrams. म्हणजे चित्ररूपाने काढलेले लवकर लक्षात राहते. This idea was used and developed by British logician John Venn to study sets. The diagrams representing sets are called as the Venn diagram. Here is one example is given here. Set of x such that a, b, c, d. We have to express by using this in a mathematical expression. This mathematical expression you have to express by using the diagram. We use here diagrams such that circles, triangles, then squares, rectangles, etc. Now here I have to express this in this rectangle form. This is the set x. You have to show by capital sign. Then this element you have to write anywhere. This is the mathematical expression of the diagram. Then this set y containing odd numbers up to 9. We have to express by using the set y in a circle. And all these elements mean that 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. We have to express it by this representing by the diagram. Okay, it is called as the Venn diagram. Then the next point is subsets. Student, if two sets are given, suppose that A and B are two sets. Every element of set B is contained in set A. Then set B is called as the subset of set A. Now here, look here, the definition of subset is if A and B are two sets such that every element of set B is an element of set A, then set B is said to be the subset of set A. We write it as B subset. This sign stands for subset of A and read as B is subset of A. For example, here is A is the set of natural number up to 7 and B is the set of natural number 5, 6 and 7. Now student, observe carefully, every element of set B means that 5, 6, 7 are also present in set A, 5, 6, 7. So that B is the subset of set A. Now in this case, A is the superset. Now we write here B is subset of A. Venn diagram of it is, now this set A is first represented by the circle, name that set A, and each elements are right here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is set A. And set B is containing 5, 6, 7. So another circle take here. Here is suppose that set B 5, 6, 7. All elements are present in this set B is also the elements of set A. So that B is the subset of set A. Then students, note that very important point. That remember these points. Every set is subset of itself. The first point. Every set is the subset of itself. Second one is empty set is the subset of any set or every set. Means that empty set is subset of every set. That is this stands for phi is subset of A. Student, third case is if A is equals to B. If A is equals to B, then A is subset of B and B is also subset of A. Then this vice versa, fourth one is if A is the subset of B and B is subset of A, then set A and set B are equal. This is the points about these subsets also and the Venn diagram. Then we see the next one is the universal set and the complement of its sets. Okay. The next topic is universal set. Student, suppose we take non-empty set and then the subset of these non-empty sets. Now at that time the non-empty set is our universal set. For example, in your school there are total number of the student in 9th class. This is our universal set. This is non-empty set. And suppose that set A contain the students only in division A of the 9th class. Set B contain the students only the division B. Then these sets are the subset of the non-empty sets, mean that the total number of the students. In this case, this non-empty set is a universal set. Mean that for this, a suitably chosen non-empty set, this is the definition of the universal set. Non-empty set you have to take as, of which all the sets under consideration are the subsets of the set. म्हणजे ते बाकीचे काय त्याचे सबसेट आहे, म्हणजे उपसंच आहे. Is called the universal set. The universal set is denoted by using capital U. It is generally represented by a rectangle in a Venn diagram. Rectangle च्याच मार्फत हे दाखवले जाते. Then we see about the complements of the set. Now in this case, we take as the U is the universal set. And suppose A is the set which is the subset of that universal set. A is the subset of the universal set. Then the set of element which is not present in A but present in U is called as the complement of the set A. Now therefore, I repeat here, let U be the universal set if A is the subset of U, that is A is subset of U. Then the set of element of U which are not contained in the set A is called the complement of the set A. म्हणजे U मध्ये प्रेझेंट असणार आहे पण A मध्ये नसणार, which is represented by or denoted by A dash or A raised to C, mean that A's complement. We read as A's complement, both are there. That is, A's complement is the set of X such that X belongs to U and X does not belongs to A. म्हणजे A मध्ये नसणारे पण U मध्ये असणारे is called as the complement of the set A, and which is denoted by A dash or A raised to C. Read as A's complement. Then Venn diagram. Take even any example here. Suppose that the example is that U is the universal set such that containing the element A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A is the set of the element contain the element C, E, F. These all elements are present in this. We have to write the remaining elements which is not present in A. Mean that A, B, here is D because C, E, F are present and remaining is G. Mean that A's complement is A, B, D, G in curly bracket. Then we denote it by using the rectangle because universal set is represented in only rectangle. Suppose that this is universal set U. All elements of this U is A, B, C, D, E, F and G are present here in this rectangle. Then set A contains C, E, F. I have to take here circle for A set, C, E and F. Then all these elements are remaining elements, and these remaining elements is the complement of the set denoted by A's complement. Read as A's complement. Now then we have to discuss about the properties of the complement of the sets. The first property, there is no common element in set A and A's complement. म्हणजे A आणि A's complement मध्ये एकही कॉमन एलिमेंट नाही बघा. इथे पण हे एक्झाम्पल आपण लक्षात ठेवू शकतो. एक पण कॉमन एलिमेंट नाही. सेकंड काय बघा, A is the subset of U and A's complement is also subset of U. A पण सबसेट आहे याचा आणि A's complement पण काय असतो, सबसेट असतो. थर्ड वन इज the complement of the universal set is an empty set. Look carefully this point. Complement of universal set is an empty set. Mean that U's complement is equals to काय, 5. Fourth point is the complement of an empty set. Empty set चा सुद्धा complement is the universal set under the consideration. म्हणजे जे एक्झाम्पल आपण कन्सिडर केलं असेल त्या संदर्भामध्ये आपण काय विचार करू शकतो की 5's complement is equals to also U. Mean that these are the vice versa. Important note is that complement of any complement of set, then it is itself. Means that the complement of the set of the complement of the set A. म्हणजे A चाच कॉम्प्लिमेंट जर परत जर घेतला तर तो काय असतो, A's. Mean that is the set A itself. That is symbolically A's complements complement. Read as A's complements complement is equals to how much, A. Okay, we use these properties also to solve this example. Then we discuss the next practice set 1.3. Let's see the practice set 1.3. The first question is that if A is the element of the sets A, B, C, D, E in curly bracket, B is in curly bracket, C, D, E, F, C is the set of element in curly brackets, B and D bracket is closed, and D is the element of A and E in curly bracket. Then which of the following statements are true and which is the false? Now first question is that here is C is the subset of B. Means that every element of C is also present in set B. We observe here B and C set. Now this element B and D also contain in this, then this is subset. But B is not element of the set B, so that this statement is false. Okay, so the answer of it is false. Because why? Element B of set C is not in set B. Not in set B. Then second one is A is the subset of D. Means that this case tells us that every element of set E is also the element of set D. But when you observe here A and D, now here is more elements, here is less elements. Now so that this is also not a subset, means that this statement is also false. False. Because all elements of set A are not in set D. Okay, then we see the next one is D is the subset of B. D is the subset of B. When D is subset of B, every element of D is also present in set B. Then it is the subset. Now observe carefully. D is A and E and B is C, D, E. Now mean that every element is not present. A is not present here. So that we write here it is also a false. Because element, which element? A. Because element A of set D is not in set B. Okay, then we take the fourth one. D is also subset of A. Means that every element of D is also present in set A. We observe A and E is also present in this one. Means that this is the true statement. So the answer is true. Because all element of D is also present in set A. Because element A and E. Because element A and E both of set set of A. Means that every element of B is also present in A. But observe carefully C, D, E, F. Here is F is not element of the set A. So that this is also false. So this is false. False. Because element F of set B is not in set A. Then last one is C is the subset of A. Means that every element of C is also present in set A. We observe this set C and A. Now look carefully. Every element B and D is also present in set A. Means that this is the true statement. So that answer is true. Because the element B and D is also in set A. Because elements B and D both of set C are also in set A. Can you understand this question? We see the next question. The next question is question number 2. Take the set of natural numbers from 1 to 20 as a universal set and show that x and y using Venn diagram. Means that sets x and y. Here is the question is that x is such that x belongs to n, means that natural number, and x is in between 7 and 50. Second example is y is the set of y such that y belongs to n, means that natural number, and y is a prime numbers from 1 to 20. Now for this, its solution is, first one is, for first, x is the set of this number. Now for this, I have to write first universal set. Universal set is 1 to 20 number, so that u is universal set from 1 to 20 number means 1, 2, 3, 4, dash, 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 up to how much? 20. We can write this way also. Then, set x is the number such that x belongs to n, which is natural numbers, and which is in between 7 and 40. Means that x is the set of the number in between 7 and 15, means that 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14, in between 7 and 15. Then we draw its Venn diagram. All of you know that this is representing rectangle. So first I will draw one rectangle here. Name this as the universal set, suppose that. Then we have to show the x as the set containing 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14 numbers first. Now take suppose here any one circle. Suppose that this is the set of x. Set of x. Now the elements which is in x are 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Here we write here 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. This is set x. And the remaining elements are, here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then up to 14 is here 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. Then we write here 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This is the Venn diagram of the first example. So simple one. Then we see the second one is. Second one is Y is the set of Y such that Y belongs to N and Y is a prime number. For this case also, the universal set is the numbers up to how much? 20. So universal set is 1, 2, 3, 4 up to how much? 20. Then set Y is the prime numbers from 1 to 20. The prime numbers are, here is only one even number is 2 is the prime number. 3, then 5, then 7, then 11, then 13, then 17 and 19 are the prime numbers in between 1 to 20. Then we have to express in Venn diagram. So simple question can be asked in your examination. For this, universal set represented in rectangle. Suppose that this is set U. Then we take for circle or rectangle, triangle, any one of out of this. Suppose that this is the set Y. Containing the elements. First I will write all these elements in that 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17 and 19, which is present in set Y. Then the remaining elements are here. Suppose 1, 2 is present here, 3, then 4, then 5 is also present, 6, then 7 is also present here, then 8, then 9, then 10, 11 is present here, then 12, then 13 is also present in that, 14, then 15, then 16, 17 is also present here, so 18, then 19 is also present, mean that remaining is 20. This is the Venn diagram of the second question. Can you understand this? We see the next question. Question third is, U is the universal set of the numbers 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. And P is the element 3, 1, 3, 7 and 10. Show that the set U, P and P dash by Venn diagram and verify P's complement is equals to P. Student, first I will write its solution. Is U is how much? 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And P is 1, 3, 7, 10. Now first we have to represent it by using Venn diagram. For this, mean that for first we have to show that P dash here also. Therefore for this first P dash is equals to P dash. Mean that the element present in U but not in P. The elements are 1 is present here, we write here 2, 3 is also present, 7 is also present, then 8, then 9, 10 is present, means that 11 and 12. This is the P's complement. Then we express in by using Venn diagram. Now for this I have to draw one rectangle. Suppose that this is our universal set U. Then we draw the set P here in a circle. Suppose this set P containing 1, 3, 7 and 10 elements. I will write here 1, 3, 7 and 10. This is the set P. Then we write here P's complements. Here I will denote it by P's complement. The elements are 2, 8. You have to write anywhere these elements 2, 8, is the complement of the sets. Now this is the Venn diagram of the question number first. Then we see about the question second. Verify that P's complement is equals to P. Here student, U is given here 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Then P is given here. P is the set of 1, 3, 7, 10. Suppose that this is equation number first here. Then P's complement is the elements which is present in U but not in A. In that 2, then 2, 3, 7 is present and 8, 9, 11 and 12. This is the elements of P's complement. Suppose that this is equation, this is first and we have to take its complements. So that therefore P's complement is equals to U intersection P's complement. म्हणजेच आता U आणि T चा आपण T's कॉम्प्लिमेंटचा विचार करणार आणि या व्यतिरिक्त राहिलेले घटक U मध्ये. This is the complements of the T's complement. So that the elements are therefore P's complement is equals to the element present in U but not in P's dash, mean that the elements are, here is 1, then 2 is present in that 3, then here is 7, then 9 is present, 8 is also present, 10 is not present in that 10, then 11 and 12 is present in that only these elements. Suppose this is equation number second. Then observe first and second. So I will write here from equation first and second. काय दिसते बघा इथे P's complement